Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 22nd. We are going to jump right in here. You have this helping hand card. It says, the universe is helping you find something you need that will lead you to your next step. You have the stag spirit. It says, you are meant for great things. Trust in all that you have to offer. So there you go. What do you need to trust in, though? That's like the first thing that pops into my head here, Cancer. It's like, what do you need to trust in? You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. I think you need to trust that things can be different this time is what I'm hearing. It's like, the Wheel of Fortune can represent a return to something, kind of. Represents a cycle in your life. And so I feel like you need to, and well, I mean, this would be your destiny, having the Wheel of Fortune to the star. But I feel like you need to, believe or trust that things can be different. This guy right here on the Five of Cups, he's grieving the loss of these three cups. Really, the story is that he has lost his taste for wine. So it's like he drank too much wine, and he got sick, and now he doesn't like it anymore. And he's sad because he used to love getting wasted on wine every single weekend, and now he can't even enjoy it anymore. But there might be like 2 shots of tequila right here behind him, and he needs to turn around and he needs to see those 2 cups because they have something better. Tequila, only college white girls drink wine out of a box, right? So it's like, if you want something that's a little bit more exciting in your life, then I feel like you need to turn around, try something else. And that's what the Five of Cups is saying. It's like saying, things will be different this time. You're not going to repeat a cycle. Things will get better, and that's what you need to do here. Even going up here, we have 4 wands to lovers, so this definitely could be love. There could be a destined connection with the Wheel of Fortune coming in for you. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely something returning. Again, I don't necessarily think this is a past person. I think this would be a new person, but it's like love. It's the idea of love could be returning to your life. If you don't want love, this is something else that you will be committing to. You have the 4 wands here, and regardless of what you want, the 4 wands is a card of freedom. So, this basically says that whatever you're committing to will provide a certain level of freedom. And again, it could be like a new job. It could be your health. Maybe you're adopting a new health routine. But whatever it is, I feel like it didn't work out the first time. 5 of Cups, but again, you're kind of like reinventing it. I feel like this is saying you're trying the same thing, but in a different way. It's almost like you're getting, I wouldn't really call this a second chance reading, but it's almost kind of like you're giving something another shot. And again, I think it'll change your fortunes with the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Three of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is my card that says teamwork makes the dream work. So if you're attracting love, I would definitely make sure you're finding a person where you work well on a team. 3 of Pentacles is also a card of quality work and receiving recognition for the work that you've done. And not only that, we have the star right here. And so, whenever I have the 3 of Pentacles and the star in a reading, to me, it definitely represents recognition for the work that you've done, or receiving recognition for the work that you've done. So let's see what's going on here. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Temperance card. Yep, 2 peas in a pod, right? 2 cups, and then you have the 2 cups behind you right here on the 5 of Cups. So again, when you turn around, I feel that you are going to find something that mixes very well with you. And again, it doesn't have to be love. I feel for some of you it is. You have the Lovers, the Page of Cups, the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands here. So again, this definitely could be a lover that you mix well together with the Temperance card. But I also feel it could be just a perfect match in general in your life. And again, for some of you, I definitely feel it's work related because, again, the 3 of Pentacles would be you receiving recognition for the work that you do. With the 3 of Pentacles, you have the World. Some of you could be completing a project. Actually, all 3 of these cards, 3 of Pentacles, World, and the 4 of Wands, they all kind of represent wrapping a project up or bringing a project to a logical conclusion. So if you've been preparing something to present in work or business, this looks amazing. For any of you that, if you have to give a presentation at work, or if you feel like you're completing a project, this says that things will go very, very well for you. So love that. I also feel that the World could say, I do feel like a little bit of travel here, or just going out and traveling and having a good time. So if you're going on vacation or something, that looks really good. With the 5 of Cups, yeah, whatever this is probably hurt you very badly. 10 of Swords is about being hurt. But I always say that, this guy on this card needs to realize that the situation is dead, and he needs to just get up off the ground. I always say 10 of Swords is my card of something that's dead, done over with, and he needs to get up off the ground and go have a new experience, which I do feel that card is saying. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, You have this bull card. It says masculinity, objectivity, and leadership. You have this cassowary. It says resolute warrior spirit and defense. So again, you could be attracting a manly man, a bull, or something. I feel like that was inappropriate, but whatever. I can't control what comes out of my mouth. That's what she said. There you go. There's another inappropriate joke. But I would also say that I feel that you could be putting up good boundaries with this bull that's entering into your life. Some of you might be into that. But whatever it is, I feel it's going to be very good. So I like it. I also feel that some of you could be just embracing your like emperor energy with these two. Warrior spirit, masculine energy. It's like you're taking your creative ideas and you're expressing them in the world. And I think more people need to do that right now. We are like more in a time, I believe, of inspiration. And so a great way to inspire the world, you have the world card here, is to put something out into the world. When you create something and you put it out into the world, people are like, oh, wow, look at what this person created. And even if you fail, people say, hey, you know what? At least this person grabbed the bull by the horns, right? And at least they took a chance and tried to make something happen. So even if you fail, you are inspiring people. And I always say with, Pluto going into Aquarius, I am convinced that, one of the most spiritual things you can do is to inspire other people with Pluto going into Aquarius at the end of the year. But I would start now. I always say astrology is like a wave. It's like you can catch that wave early, then you are going to win. So, we shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm going to wait till November 14th or whatever day it is. I don't really remember. But whatever day it is, it's like you don't just wait till that day. So I would catch the wave early and, do things to inspire people. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands could represent marriage for sure. This and the Hierophant, Page of Cups, lovers. So if you're meeting a new person, definitely could lead to marriage. I do feel that this is more talking about you completing a project or, kind of wrapping something up here, because Four of Wands is about commitment and committing to, something, but it's also like a finish line card. You have to cross through this portal in the middle of the card to have a celebration. So I feel for a lot of you that this is about you kind of crossing through that portal and having a celebration on the other side. You have the Strength card. I feel like saying it's all been worth it, really. I feel like the wait has, or it's like I'm getting something about the wait has been worth it. So again, if you've been like waiting for a solid opportunity, or if you've been waiting for love even to enter into your life, I feel this is saying your patience is being rewarded. Didn't one of these cards say patience on it? No, I'm totally making that up. So it doesn't matter. But what I would say here is that I feel that you've been patient and it's like your patience is finally being rewarded in your life. And I also feel that you could be receiving recognition for the work that you've done on yourself. This lion, its tail is between its legs, and it kind of represents her inner voice, her inner critic, and she's getting that to submit to her. And so if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, I feel you could be receiving like a lot of recognition from people because of the work that you've done on yourself. With the Star, you have the Five of Pentacles. I think you need to be more upbeat and positive. Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. This is kind of like stinking thinking. Thinking the worst of situations instead of thinking that things can go well for you. So maybe you need to work on your beliefs. And I feel like you need to start believing that good things can happen for you. That things can be different. I kind of... the Wheel of Fortune is a good card, but, I kind of feel that the Wheel of Fortune in your reading is, and especially with the Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, I feel like it's saying that you have experienced a cycle like one too many times, or you've experienced something that hasn't worked out for you too many times in a row, and maybe it's kind of, jaded you, or maybe it's made you look at, love or work or whatever in kind of like a more negative light. So I would be more positive. With the Four of Wands, you have the Empress. There you go. So definitely creation, right? Empress would be the feminine side. Then you have all this masculine energy as well, which I feel like needs to be balanced out, right? I feel like you've done enough of the creative work, and now it's time to express. And that's what I kind of get with this. But, Empress says you're very attractive at this time. Very good for love. Also amazing for abundance as well. Now with the Strength card, you have the Star. Are you kidding? See, it's funny that I stopped myself on the Strength card, and I said, it's almost like you're getting a lot of attention for the work that you've done on yourself. So, like I said, maybe it's time for Cancer to give themselves more credit for all the work that they've done on themselves, because this could say that people are seeing the change in you. This middle, or this row right here, and I kind of feel you need to start to, the thing is like, people can recognize the change, but they can also maybe recognize that something is off, like that, they recognize that you have changed, But I think people can sense it when, if we don't believe it, if we don't believe that we have changed. And, there's definitely something about this reading that is kind of like saying, it's time for you to, believe and really see that you are different, right? You have this black egg card and this oyster. The black egg is kind of like the world. It kind of represents completion or ending a cycle or a journey and starting something new. The oyster represents like a hidden gift, so I feel like there could be a little bit of a gift coming in for you. I think it's something you've definitely worked for, though. This is something, I don't really feel it's like a secret or, I don't really think that it's all that surprising. I think that there could be some surprises in store for you. The oyster in this deck, this is the animal unknown, or the wild unknown animal oracle, and this oyster card kind of represents hidden surprises or hidden gifts or whatever. I do feel that if you are attracting a person, I don't really feel there are secrets or anything like that. I feel like if you do want love, that you already, or you will shortly, see that this person is, the person for you. But I feel like there's more. I feel like the oyster is saying there's like, this person is a really good person. There's like extra going on here. So I feel, again, for those of you that want love, this is very good. If you're hoping to make any changes at all, this is also great. The Lovers traditionally was about being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. And you also have the Six of Swords as well, which kind of says you've been at a crossroads and now you are maybe moving away from something from the past and you're moving towards calmer shores. And I feel that if you have been at a crossroads or if you've been having a choice to make, that you are going to make that choice with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, this woman and this child in the boat, they have nothing on them but the clothing on their backs. And it kind of says that they are going across these choppy waters to, they're just hoping for a brighter future. And they are completely starting over. They are kind of like starting from scratch. And I do feel that for some of you that, especially if you're getting into a relationship, it could feel like you're just having to learn a person all over again, which is, of course, that's kind of true. And so I feel a lot of you are, learning a person all over again. And that is the starting from scratch. I think the good thing about this is that it is a blank slate. I think the good thing about this is that you're not looking at this as something where you have to bring baggage or anything like that. They're not bringing baggage. They have no bags with them. They're just bringing the lessons they learned. The swords kind of represent the lessons, the situations, the knowledge, the wisdom, the spiritual lessons that they learned on their journey. So that they're bringing that forward, but they're not bringing any baggage. And that's good. I think both people, if you want love, are not bringing baggage. You have the Page of Cups, and again, definitely could be a new love connection, an admirer. I kind of feel like this is something that you're not going to want to let slip away. Didn't I say this to you recently? I'm pretty sure it was you. I just get the feeling that you see this, and I would never encourage anyone to rush into a connection if they're not ready. And I'm pretty sure I said the same thing to you recently, but I just get the feeling that you could be meeting a person where it's like, don't let this one, slip away. I would, make your move, shoot your shot, do what you got to do. With the the Lovers, you have the Page of Swords. So I feel either you're spying or they're spying, whatever, take it how it resonates. So that might be confirmation for some of you. We are in a time of curiosity, though. So we have the Page of Swords to the Queen of Swords. If you are curious about anything, it could be your dream with the Star. It could be your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny in the sense that it represents your personal vision for your life. So if you are curious about, an idea, maybe you're curious about moving to a new location, whatever it is, I feel like this is saying, explore your curiosity. You never know what it will lead to. With the Page of Cups, you have the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person is very bold, assertive. I feel like that quiet confidence is what I'm getting here. It's like this person is no bark, I feel like they don't need to bark. This is not a person who's like bragging about all their accomplishments or, anything like that. I feel like, people can see it, right? So definitely that could be the type of person you're attracting. I also do feel that you, again, need to move from the creation energy to the expression energy or to action, right? We go both ways here. We have the Star and then the Star this way as well to that King of Wands. The Star really tells me that you are working on your North Star. You are working on something like a project, a business, your dream, an idea. And I feel that, the Star going into that King of Wands twice is saying it's time to, take more action. With the Six of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. Maybe you've been waiting to get certain answers. The Queen of Swords, I'll show you on this one. She only has clouds halfway up her body, and it kind of says that she sees clearly for the first time. So you could be gaining a new understanding on the star, whatever your star is, or love, take it how it resonates. And I feel like this is allowing you to take the correct actions necessary to, manifest something here on Earth. And I feel like that's what the Queen of Swords is really kind of saying in these two positions. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you can't make this up. You have this card that says, you see clearly now. There you go. You have this crow spirit that says, co-create with spirit. Yes, I think it's time to co-create and get to work. I also feel clearly, you see clearly now. The Queen of Swords says, you see clearly now. She only has clouds halfway up her body. She's kind of like cautiously optimistic. She has her sword up, but she has her hand out. She's willing to receive, but also if people, F around and find out, she's going to chop their heads off with that sword. So I feel a lot of you are kind of in that position. And again, I'm not just talking about love here. I also feel this could be in regards to your dream or a dream that you are working on. And, I feel like if people don't come correct, you're going to probably transform past them and just continue doing what you're doing. But I do feel that this reading is talking about great clarity or, a good amount of clarity coming in for you. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent spiritual blessings. He's making this symbol right here with his hand, and it represents the fact that he is blessing these two people in front of him. I do feel you could be attracting a blessed connection as well, so it could be like a spiritual connection. I feel this is talking about you, again, manifesting the star. The star could be like a business idea you have. It could be a dream. It could be just something you want to do. If you've always wanted to go to Disney or something like that, you could be doing it now with the Hierophant. He can just say that you're doing something you want to do. That is you're manifesting a vision. He's the bridge between the heavens and the earth. So he manifests his vision on earth. And again, I feel that's really pretty much all I get here is I feel like you're manifesting a vision. But it's something that's been created. It's something, the Empress represents fertility. And I get that gestation energy, she can represent pregnancy. So it's like you've been pregnant with an idea, but the reading is encouraging you to embrace that masculine energy and actually take action to birth the idea into the real world. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, sorry, wrong camera. The Knight of Wands is about you going on the adventure. And so, again, I feel a lot of you could be with the world and all this other stuff. You're going on adventure. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can represent a soulmate. So if you're looking for love, then I definitely feel that there could be a soulmate coming in for you. The Six of Cups can also represent a return. And I think we talked about this at the beginning. We were talking about, what did this card say? It said, you're meant for great things. Trust in all that you have to offer. But no, you have that Wheel of Fortune, and we were talking about like repeating a cycle with the Ten of Swords and, kind of putting something to an end. So I feel the Six of Cups is saying that you are more protecting your happiness. Normally there are two children on this card, and, this card represents childlike energy. So I think a lot of you could be just protecting your happiness. With the Hierophant, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. So I feel a lot of you could be attracting financial blessings into your life. I feel that you've been working on this for a while, and there are definitely more, improvements in your finances. This card represents material success on the horizon, so whatever you're working on could be producing a result. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Hermit. I think the Hermit is reminding you that sometimes the journey is lonely. It's like sometimes, if you're going out and setting out to accomplish great things, he even has a star right here, that sometimes, it can be lonely. But at the same time, you can always reach out to people. You can communicate with people and all that other stuff. But the Hermit is coming up in the good stuff. So I kind of do feel that it is saying that, while the journey can be lonely, I feel you're coming to the end of that lonely period. And you have this candle. It says you will be shown the way, great clarity, Queen of Swords. I definitely feel that there's clarity coming in for you. You have this Two-Faced Friend card. We have a Mars going retrograde at the end of the year. We also have Mercury going retrograde pretty soon at the beginning of August. So if you have a person who's like trying to return or a toxic person, I would be careful. You have this Cup card. It says you should accept valid criticism. Yeah, so if like people are criticizing you about things that you're doing, I would pay attention to it. You have this Younger Man card. It says dealings with relationships with a younger man. And you have this table. It says hard work ahead. I kind of feel like this could be saying that you are working, like you could be the younger person, or it could just say that, again, something is being born, like a baby into your life, and it's going to be something that requires hard work. So for those of you that are working on a dream, a goal, a wish, the star, the wheel of fortune there, there could be hard work involved, but I do feel it's also going to be worth it. You also have this whale that says great worry over nothing. So don't be a sad whale is what this card says. I feel like this is saying no blubbering around, right? And I feel you need to kind of like be more positive. Remember, your mindset is very important in this reading. Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles. We talked about it, that it's like you have changed, but it's like people are seeing the change. But I also, if I put myself in your shoes, it's like you have not changed, or you're not expressing the change, right? And not a criticism, right? A valid criticism maybe here, Cancer. But I think you need to start acting as if you have changed, and that will probably help. But this looks really good, interesting. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.